thought it was really important to make this video because I've been going back and forth. That's how it started. I've been going back and forth with some of my friends about big necks and bodybuilding. And personally, I think a bodybuilder should have a big neck because it makes everything complete, right? And but some people say, well, some people is probably Regan, because he has a small neck. He says no, it makes you look wider if you have a small neck. So if you have a small head and a small neck, it makes you look bigger. And maybe if you're standing by yourself, but in my head, it's like if you have a bodybuilder would have a twin, and one has a bigger neck than the other, the bigger neck will win. But some people say that it's not true. It doesn't matter in bodybuilding if you have a big neck or not. And then Regan went on and named a bunch of bodybuilders, Mr. Olympias that had small necks, he said. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't think Ronnie had a small neck. I don't think Jay had a small neck. But they named other Mr. Olympias like Sean Roden, who has a smaller joint, smaller neck. I'm like, well, that's a big debate. I think we should talk about it. And this is why I started on my Instagram the hashtag big necks matter. And then I see a lot of people are pro big necks, but there's still a lot of people anti big necks. So I decided to make this video to explain why I think big necks has its place in bodybuilding and beyond. So let's just take let's look at some people who have big necks, okay? And let's start with people who are not even bodybuilders, like Takeo Spikes from the NFL. That's one big ass fucking neck, you know? And if you look at him, you're like, whoa, this guy must be freaking jacked, because his neck is fucking jacked. And I think it's really impressive. And I think it's really like, you know, like the tip of the spear is like freaking yoked. And I think that's a great representation of the strength and masculinity an athlete can have. And I just typed on Google like big necks, world's biggest necks, and I found this kid there, Tamaev Asab. I don't know who he is, but he has a big neck, and he measured here at 54 centimeters, and that's like 21 and something inches. My neck is 21 inches. So this kid's neck is like half my size, and he has a neck bigger than mine. So that's kind of funny, you know? So very impressive. Then again, I think there's a correlation. I think big necks are part genetics, part training. Because I'm sure these guys, you know, there's a lot of people who work out their necks and their necks don't look like that. But if by any chance you have that genetics and you train your neck to have a big ass neck, I think you should do it. And if you have a small neck, well, you should definitely start training it, I think, because it might look just weird, but some people say it doesn't. So you guys need to comment below and help me out with this. Are you pro big necks or anti big necks? Comment below. So now let's take the king of necks in my head. He's the bodybuilder, I think, who made me realize that big necks are real impressive. Jeff King. Jeff King, look at these pictures there. That's one hell of a neck. Some people say, like Dorian said, like, oh, this guy looks ridiculous because his neck is too big. I'm like, well, I think it's just the way he's posing, you know? Like, I think if you look at videos of him, he actually, it looks pretty proportionate. Just some angles are just crazy like that. But that's like one big ass neck. Like, he's most musculars. It's really, like, the big neck is very apparent when you do a most muscular, right? So that's probably one of the shots, and it's in the mandatories, by the way. So if a shot is in the mandatories, and then the neck makes the pose a little bit more freakier. If you have a big neck, you might gain some points on that pose if you're getting judged on stage, you know, in a bodybuilding show. And so yeah, Jeff King is probably one of my favorites who have big neck. And then of course, Dave Jumbo Palumbo. There was this video, there's some old videos on YouTube, and you can see him like with Matt Duval, recipes, just like training. Just training and just like it's a very cheesy old video on VHS, and Matt's neck and Dave's necks are like huge in that video. I think Dave is over 300 pounds, like lean. And I asked him, I texted him and I asked him like, hey, how big was your neck there? He said 22 inches. So take a look at this picture there. Very believable. Dave was a freak. 22-inch neck. That's probably one of the biggest necks ever to be in bodybuilding. But if you guys know any bodybuilders who had bigger necks than Dave Palumbo or bigger necks than Jeff King, comment their name below, because this is going to be a video series. Very important. Yeah, I'm taking the bulls by the horn or by the neck. And oh, last guy. I actually found this guy because I'm following I'm following this neck harness company on Instagram called Neckflex. They sent one to me. I'm gonna explain more of that later. He posted a picture of John Poda, or Benny Poda, John Poda. Take a look at these pictures. Like his neck is like wider than his head. It's crazy. Very impressive. And there's a lot of articles about John Poda actually, how he lived in a cave after he was a bodybuilder. He lived in a cave and became a shaman, and then just like he could like hang like over 200 pounds off his nuts or something. I'm like, oh wow, that's crazy. But he has a big neck, so he must be legit. So what do you think on stage? I really think having a big neck makes you a better bodybuilder, because it's a freaking muscle, right? If you're a bodybuilder, you should train and work out all the muscles. The only thing that should be small is the waist. If the waist is small, the rest can be huge and you look great. That's how I think it is. And so I reached out to 2 companies that are gonna send me neck training devices. One of them is called the Iron Neck. It's like a halo you put on your head and you pump it up like the old pump shoes, you know, from back in the day. And then there's like a thing that goes around, and you can attach a cable, do rotations, things like that. And then of course that's the more like kind of advanced, complicated one. But there's the basic head harness by the Neckflex. Neckflex, they sent me one also, and that's one's pretty cool. You can attach the weight or the cable, and there's one also around the forehead to do side bends and things like that. So it's a great product, 2 great products, and I'm gonna play around with them, give you my opinion on them, and start the journey, the quest to the big neck. Quest to the big neck. All right. So I'm gonna end this video with some interviews I did to some bystanders at the show last weekend, and I asked them, are you pro or anti big necks? What do you think about big necks in bodybuilding? So if you like this video, if you like big necks, or even if you don't, subscribe to my channel, comment below, give me your opinion on necks. Should they be big? Should it be small? Should it be thick? Should it be long? Should it be short? Should you have a neck? Are necks a necessity in life or not? So do all that shit. Make sure you subscribe and enjoy the little interviews there, and I'll see you guys later.
Get close up.
She saw me. So there's been a debate, big necks versus small necks in bodybuilding. So do you think big necks play an impact on stage for winning shows? Does it make a physique complete, or a physique look stupid?
What do you mean by that?
A big neck. I think a big
big
muscular
neck.
neck.
Big neck. No, I don't. No, it's made for powerlifting.
No, I mean like the look.
I understood.
So
yeah.
if you think a bodybuilder has a big neck versus one that doesn't have a big neck, who's the better bodybuilder? Everything is the same. The big neck is gonna win.
No, the small neck's gonna win.
Why?
It's gonna look more aesthetic.
No way.
Yeah.
Some people are pro big necks, some people are anti big necks. I think a big neck in bodybuilding looks good and it's actually an asset on stage. What do you think?
I think for most muscular, absolutely. If you hit that most muscular and the traps come out, I think it
Yeah, but
definitely.
how about this, the girth, the whole neck here?
I think it helps.
Yeah.
I think it does help.
Some people say it makes you more narrow, but if you're wide,
I had the problem, so I just had to stop training traps because it made me look naturally narrow.
really.
So I had to focus more on laterals, bring my laterals out, bring my shoulders out to focus on making my waist look smaller. So the bigger my traps got, being short, I think someone who's a little bit taller is a little
Okay.
different.
All right. So overall, you think big necks are a good thing?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Yeah, is that a good answer?
No, it's not. It's a bad answer.
Bad answer. Okay, I'll say yes.
Okay.
For the taller guys, for the shorter guys, no.
So, do you believe in the calf, arms, and neck should be the same measurement?
Arms and calves, yes. For symmetry,
Okay, but not neck.
not neck.
Okay. All right. Thank you. So I'm with Bev here. I guess she's competing today because she's all brown. So, what do you think about big necks? Are you pro big necks or anti big necks?
Has to be proportionate. If it's too big on a super short dude,
Yeah.
then it's distracting.
So, what's too big?
I don't have an actual number on that.
No.
But if it's bigger than his waist, we got a problem.
Bigger than his waist. That would be funny. So you're saying that a neck should be proportionate
Proportionate, but I am definitely a fan of on the bigger side.
on the bigger
For
side.
the whole look.
All right, we're good. We're good. So, are you pro big necks or anti big necks?
I never really thought about it until you started asking.
Really?
No, I mean, what about a medium-sized neck? Is that okay? I like medium-sized necks.
Well, your neck ain't medium. You have a big neck yourself.
Really? No, mine's a medium.
Hey, Antoine, what's John Meadows' buddy's name? Disgusting stick.
Has nothing to do with necks.
Yeah. So
having neck
I think you have a
conversation.
19-inch neck, right?
Yeah, it's normal, though.
19-inch neck is not normal.
Really?
That's big neck.
Oh, I thought it was normal.
No. Look at that. Look at the size of that neck.
18 and a half inch neck.
No, is that how big mine was?
18 and a half.
No, she's not. I'm like 13 or something. Okay. You have a very small neck. But, okay, let's talk on a guy. Are you pro big necks or anti big necks? Watch out think what you say because his neck is pretty big.
I like his size neck.
That's a good answer, I guess. So what's your name?
Katrina.
Katrina.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Antoine,
So-
it says you're bigger in person.
Oh yeah. So, what do you think about big necks on a bodybuilder versus a small neck? So what's the best?
I love big necks, big traps.
She loves big necks and big traps. I guess we have the answer here. And why is that? Do you think it makes a bodybuilder more strong looking, more manly?
More masculine and more proportionate to the shoulders, and then it adds a nice taper.
True, yeah, because you go up and then you go in the taper like
Want to
that.
make it X.
Oh yeah, like a
So shoulders are big, waist
shoulders are big. So traps, shoulder wide, and then small. So that's like a kite.
and then big
Trapezius, yeah, big legs. So it's like this, and this. Nice. All right, thank you very much. All right, so I got top 15 best fitness woman in the world. Jodie Bohm. Bohm or Bohm? Bohm.
Come on.
So, yeah, kaboom. So, in fitness and bodybuilding, are you pro big neck or anti big neck, and why?
It's a tough one. So my neck is about this big, but I can make it like
Oh, look at that neck.
no.
Yeah,
So
do it again.
I don't think I can do that.
Wow.
I think I'm pro big neck.
Pro big
Yeah?
neck, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.